All right, guys, so we're back today after a long time being gone, and I apologize for that. But I said a long time ago I didn't want to be one of those channels that just tried to pump things through for content. If I don't have anything interesting going on, I'm not going to waste your time. But I got a few things for this week. First, I'll show you what's going on here. We kind of left abruptly the Triumph. The Triumph is done, it's gone, it's delivered, it's awesome, everything's good there. This is kind of the setup we got. This is the shop for the winter. The wood stove, which is actually a 50-gallon brake clean drum. Nice and toasty in here. The F100 is just about done. It's getting some wet sanding done, and then we tried putting a windshield in it and failed miserably. So we got a second one. Round 2 is coming up. Otherwise, that's kind of the workshop we got here. You've seen it before, but we're working on the Mazda. I got this side just about back together. Just got to hang the bearing on the hub and put everything back in. Did new axle seals, we did end links, we did shocks. What else did we do? We redid the backing plates because they were rusty and crusty and gross. We're doing new brakes, rotors, ball joints, top and bottom. So she should be good once we're done there. It's been a long wait because, well, actually, I'll show you. Because these bolts on the hub, see how they kind of got like a triangle on the end there? Those were back ordered, so I had to wait almost forever. And long story short, the city actually got mad at me again. So, yeah, whatever. But now we're good to go. We're trying to get her back together. But today I got kind of an interesting review, and that is something that I haven't seen a single review online of yet. And I was kind of wondering if it worked, and as a technician, I really wanted one myself. So I took the risk. It's the MagPad. I'm sure you've all seen this online on Facebook floating around, and you see this, which I'm going to show you right now. Right on there. Then where'd it go? Here's one of the rotors that is floating around for the Mazda, brand new. It's not the biggest rotor in the world, but it's still heavy. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's a rotor. Watch this. Boom. Look at that. That's just like in the ad. So, and just like they say, it's nice and easy. 2 fingers, I can peel it right off, but it goes right in there just like that. So if you're even remotely interested in automotive and tools and that kind of thing, I'm sure you've seen this thing before. And this is the MagPad, right? So the fishy thing about it was when it came out, I saw a lot of videos online of this thing, or not a lot of videos, I should say, the same video over and over and over again from this company. And it seemed a little fishy to me and presumably a lot of other people because the only video you ever saw of this thing was from this company. And if you went on their website, there was absolutely no reviews. There was no feedback whatsoever other than from what the company was putting out. And the website was almost like a third-party kind of deal where they were selling their product on somebody else's website, so it seemed. And I thought, you know, great, either one of two things is going to happen. This is going to be a brand new startup company that actually has a good product, or this is a giant scam. And they were kind of expensive. I think I paid $35 for that. If you work in the automotive field, you understand that tools are ridiculously expensive anyway. And I thought, you know what, if this thing can actually perform like it claims it does in the video, and there's all sorts of stuff, if you've seen that video, if you haven't, just YouTube MagPad. It's literally the only one out there for this. There's some out there for different magazines and stuff for guns, but this is the only one that I've seen for the automotive use. And so again, I thought it was kind of a gamble. I kind of thought it was going to be a scam, and I put my card on there, put my money in, and it said about 3 weeks out. And I thought, oh God, I just gave some weird Chinese company or whatever my credit card information, and now I'm going to be screwed. And actually, 2 weeks later, it showed up. So I haven't seen a single review of this thing anywhere, and I want to see if this thing lives up to its hype. So, I mean, we just got some basic hand tools, and I just wanted to see how well it actually did what they said. And you know what? Honestly, that's awesome. So that's a 3/8 ratchet, a 14, and an extension. Here's a hammer. Rubber handle. There's a hammer on there. Let's see what else we can stick on there. Here's a cutting shears. That'll stick there too. What else do I got? Let's do some bigger, heavy impact sockets. We got a 19 and a 21. Okay, so right off the bat, this thing's awesome. I mean, look at this. Just like in the video. So we got a socket, an extension, 2 impact sockets, a hammer, which isn't light by any means, and a cutting shears. So I think it's safe to say that this thing is actually pretty awesome. What I want to do, and I'm going to include this in this video, is tomorrow I actually have a 2GRFE V6 that's going to need spark plugs, I believe, for sure, coil. If they haven't done this set of plugs in a while, we'll recommend plugs as well as that coil, because the coil that needs to be replaced is behind the intake. Got to take it apart anyway. So that would be a perfect test for this, because it's going to be just like this. I have to go up and behind and be in the engine bay to put it on the hood, and then see how this thing actually performs. And quite honestly, when this video aired on this thing, it was like so cheesy and ridiculous when they put a rotor on there and they used a 50-pound plate weight, like for working out. They did that too, that it just seemed really fishy to me. But as you can see, this thing actually seems like it's going to be a good product. So what I'm going to do, I think, is we'll actually do 2 separate videos. I'm going to upload this video right here because we actually saw some real world testing right there. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'll put a time lapse up. So when I do that job, I'm going to set my computer on my toolbox and use this, and you're just going to see me working. I'm going to speed up the process, obviously, and we're going to see how it works in the real world. My only concern with this is that when you use something like this, and they advertise that it's good on any surface, right? Well, I believe that because it's kind of got this foam in the middle, and both edges are kind of rubberized. My concern is that metal shavings, you do a brake job, anything like that, even like under this hood, let's be honest, this is my old Mazda truck, it's not very clean, but my only concern would be that metal shavings could stick to that, and I wonder if there's a way that you could clean that off efficiently with another magnet or something just to get those off of there. I don't know. Like I said, that's going to come in the follow-up video, but this is everything that was just on there. We had a 14 socket, an extension, a tin snips, impact socket, 3/8 ratchet, and a hammer. So all that's not light stuff, and that's very impressive for a magnet, something like this, and it actually does contour to the hood quite well, so there's enough space anywhere for you to work. It's not like it's rocking back and forth. Then when you're done, it peels off just as nice as they said it did. This is what I'm talking about, though. There's some dirt and debris on there now. I'm curious to see how well this will clean off and the longevity of this pad, because you can see there, it's pretty thin. So I wonder if you're going to be able to wear through this pretty easily. Then there's the question of things like solvents and stuff like that. If you're working around brake clean, trans fluid, power steering fluid, how is this going to react to that? And this being their first product, there could be some bugs to work out. But so far, I think this mag pad's going to be awesome. Thanks for watching this video. Welcome back. See you next time.